Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 41 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're at Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina for the running of the Geico 400. On the pole will be the number 10 of Sharona Evans, and alongside her will be the number 3 of Cassandra Kirker. Then we have row 2 with Ethan Sale and Priya McShane, and in row 3 is Chris Leone and Isaiah Bernesh. Row 4 is Maxwell Smart and Giovanni Castillo. Coda Butcher, Daniel Beauchard make up row 5. And then the rest of the playoff drivers, Ryan Durante and Steve Morgan, John Andrews and Nathan Orman, Van Tracy Bowder, Robert Smith, and Zachary Fitzwater and Rufus Langerick round out the playoff driver field here in today's race. As you see, the part-timers, Grayson Acevedo in this race, and Chen Z also making a start here in the 74 car here today. And now let's go trackside as we're about to get the cars rolling off the track. And we should do so about right now. My bad. And here we go. Cars roll off the track, and it looks like the 3 of Cassandra Kirker stalls before the start of the race. How about that? One of the playoff drivers in the field already stalled out before the race. And she was going to be on the front row as well. So they're going to have to go with a pace lap because they were not ready in time for the start of the race. Because Cassandra Kirker, as you just saw, the 3 had to come to pit road before the start of the race. So they're going to give everybody a pace lap to get everybody back and organized, and they'll get back to the green when the field gets ready and bunches up. A tough break for Cassandra Kirker in the number 3. Goes into the garage before the start of the race. Not a good run, not a good start for her playoff run, unfortunately. Anyway, we're going to have 40 laps here around in Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. And Sharona Evans will lead the field down to the green flag. Priya McShane is now going to be on the front row with the number 10 car. So we'll see what happens here when we start the race. Evans comes in 33 points above the cutoff line, but if she wins this race, she'll be in the playoffs. The same for the others drivers trying to win here today at North Carolina. But here we go. We're going to take the green flag at North Carolina Speedway in Rockingham, and the green flag waves in the Geico 400. Oh, 24's in the wall. There's a big crash behind them. A huge crash. And the 24 goes around at the start of the race. Wow. That start on the front row did not pay off for the 24 and was completely unprepared. Got into the wall, and then a big crash happens in the back. Wow, what a start to this race. My goodness. What a start. What a big start to this race. And the 8 car takes the lead. The 8 car leads Ethan Sale out in front here to start, and the caution's out. Ethan Sale takes the lead early on. Wow, what a start to this race, folks. A lot of drivers involved. Handful of playoff cars also in the wreck. There you see several playoff cars in the back already in North Carolina. This could really change the outlook of the playoff field. And we have one more race next weekend before the end of the first round. So Big points are on the line here today. And we are green again here at Rockingham. Cassandra Kirker, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but she was the last driver above the cutoff. As coming into today here at Rockingham, she was 6 points above the cutoff line, but now it looks like she's in trouble of getting below the cutoff after not getting off to a good start here in this race. The yellow flag is out once again, and this time it is for Christian Vargas, who went around with Mateus Matt Gomes. There he is going up on the wall. Contact with Steve Morgan as well, one of the other playoff drivers in the field. Steve Morgan is also involved there as well, and that'll bring out the caution. And Ethan Sale leads here at Rockingham. He actually came in second to Zachary Fitzwater last week, and now he's out in front. He's looking to get himself into the second round, round 2, which will be the round of 12. And for those of you that didn't see the end of the last video, we're going to have 5 drivers eliminated from the playoff field. No, wait. They're going to be 6 drivers. My bad. 6 drivers will be eliminated from... No, wait. Yeah, 6 drivers will be eliminated. No, several drivers will be eliminated from the playoff field. My bad. So, anyway, we're back to the green flag coming in. So, the green flag waves here at Rockingham. And since we have 18 drivers in the first round, we're going to have 6 drivers eliminated. So they're going to be coming down to the round of 12 next round. That's what I was trying to say. And look at this, the 12, and look at that. The 8 car has pulled away to the lead. Oh boy, Sharona Evans up on the high line. Things are not looking too good for the 10. Look at Cullen Francis trying to cut into the middle. A 3-wide battle is Robert Smith trying to go down to the bottom, trying to get into the top 5. Ethan Sale in front. There's Robert Smith battling with Maxwell Smart, and he goes on the bottom, makes the pass. In a battle for second place as you see Daniel Bouchard trying to get into the second spot. And Daniel Bouchard is going to take second, and now he's going to try to catch the 8 of Ethan Sale. Can Ethan Sale hold off and get this win and get himself in the next round? Look at these playoff drivers, very competitive in the first round here, and then they'll be hoped to prepare for round 2, which will definitely provide a challenge. And look at Rufus Langerick up to 3rd place. Where did this guy come from? I mean, coming in, Rufus Langerick was 6 points below the cutoff line. So he needs to get a good position or needs to win this race so that he makes it to the next round. So Rufus Langerick, he's doing pretty solid right now in 3rd. Hoping to be very consistent in this race and next week's race if he doesn't win here today. If Rufus can do that, he'll make it to round 2. Robert Smith and Chris Leone are in the top 5 as well. And what a phenomenal run for Chen Z, running in the 6th spot. And the highest ranking driver not in the playoffs is Chen Z in 6th place. And he is a part-time entry. So he's doing a great job so far in the 74 car, running in the 6th spot. And here's John Andrews running in 7th. And he's trying to catch up to the field here today. And John Andrews trying to collect a lot of those critical playoff points to help him advance over to the next round. But right now, Ethan Sale has pulled off to a dominating lead, as Sale has dominated since taking the lead early on in the race and has not looked back. But we have not seen drivers take pit stops though, so we'll see how this will factor into who wins this race. We've seen races won or lost on pit road, so the teams have got to be on their best so that their drivers can get the most playoff points possible to advance to the next round. There will be 6 drivers eliminated from round 1, and only 12 drivers will advance to round 2. So a lot of drivers will be seeing their championship hopes come to an end next week at the Charlotte Roval. That'll be a road course. That's going to be a fun road course race to do. You guys do not want to miss that race. It's on the Charlotte Road Course. The Roval, I should say. The Charlotte Roval. And that'll be a lot of fun. And there you see Robert Smith getting by Chris Leone. Looks like Leone's going to lose positions left and right. There's the 74 getting by him, and take a look at this. The two cars with the same look. Look at that. They're both having the same sponsor. How about that? John Andrews and Chris Leone both have the same sponsor in the front of their hoods. And they battled each other for position. So that was pretty weird. But, well, yeah, sometimes the weird happens here in this series. And Colin Francis right now running on a great top 10 run. Not in the playoffs currently, but he's not in the playoffs actually in this season, but he's a former champion in the PLCS. Hopes that he comes back next season for another shot at another title. And the 8 car has just increased his lead. He's only getting better every lap, and the 8 car is only getting better every lap so far. He's doing pretty solid. JD Figueroa is running in the 9th spot, another one of the non-playoff drivers in the top 10. And there's Unleasher Quillies running in the number 10 car, bringing Furniture Row back to racing. Well, at least in sponsorship form, but giving Furniture Row a great race to run in, running in 10th spot right now. Quinn Porter, Abby Sachs are in the top 12. And look at Robert Smith. He just made the move for 3rd place. Robert Smith is now up to 3rd place and is going to try to catch the field of the top 2. Robert Smith so far, one of the dominant cars of the season, but he's looking to keep the consistency up and maybe he'll try to make it to the next round. We see a few cars pit. Could this mean that the leaders come to pit? This could be interesting. And the caution's out. Never mind. The yellow flag is out. Priya McShane just went around. So now they'll be pitting under the caution. So let's take a look what happened. Priya McShane, contact with Giovanni Castillo. Not sure what that was about, but that's going to take a hit on the 24's playoff chances. Coda Butcher involved as well. Maybe have some damage in that wreck as well. So Daniel Bush, so the leader is still going to be Ethan Sale, but his lead has gone away. And now the question is, will they come to pit under caution? And it looks like they might be able to make it on just one pit stop. And here they come. Going to pit under the yellow flag. The leaders are coming down. This could decide who wins this race. So everyone's coming down to pit road. This could be a deciding factor as to who will win here at the Rock. And those drivers that pitted before the caution, they made the smart move. They're staying out. And that's going to give the lead over to David Aline. How about that? That's going to give the lead to David Aline, as he was one of the drivers that pitted before the yellow came out. So they get a lucky break. Here come the other drivers, the rest of the field coming on the pit road. Let's see who comes out first. Looks like it's going to be Ethan Sale out first. The 8 car comes off pit road first. But these 3 are going to stay out. And are they lapped down? Oh no, never mind. All 3 of them are lapped down. So never mind. I thought they stayed out because yeah. But I guess they're a lap down. That means that the leader is going to be Ethan Sale again. He's going to have 3 lap cars in front of him on the start of the race, though, so it'll be a little tough for him to get by these 3. And that could give an opportunity for Daniel Bouchard to take the lead and win and advance to the next round. So it's going to be an interesting restart here when we get back to the green. There'll be 13 laps to go here at the Rockingham Speedway. Ethan Sale leading, trying to get himself into the next round of the playoffs with a win. And all the other drivers, 2nd and 3rd, are also trying to get a win and get themselves into the next round. And would you look at that? The 2 cars with the same sponsor are running 5th and 6th. So that's cool. And there's the rest of the top 10. All trying to get a win here at the Rock. Let's see if Ethan Sale can hold off for the win. He's got lap cars in front of him. We'll see if he can get through them and maybe try to pull away. And here we go to the green. Oh, Sale's in the wall. Ethan Sale goes up in the wall. Robert Smith leads. What a move by the 88! Robert Smith takes it. The 8 was in the wall. I don't know what he was doing up in the wall, but he made a bad choice. And now Robert Smith leads. Robert Smith in front. So Robert Smith leading this race. And here comes Chen Zi, and here comes Daniel Bouchard also trying to take the lead, but Robert Smith pulling ahead already. Chris Leone right now in 4th spot, also trying to get into the lead. Here comes Chen Zi. This is for 2nd spot. Will the former champion become only the 2nd part-time driver to win this season? He'd be joining Leia Walker as winners, as part-time driver winners, which is really an unusual season. We've seen one of the most unusual seasons out there. This could add to that. And looks like the 12 car Chris Leone's going on the bottom. Can he take 3rd from Chen Zi? And looks like Chen Zi got a run there. Looks like the 74 is going to be able to hold him off. But Robert Smith, with 10 laps to go, is out in front. Here comes Rufus Langerick into the top 5. Could be getting some big points here today. John Andrews trying to hope to keep a top 10 finish. He knows that's big points there, big playoff points on the line here today, trying to advance to the next round. And with Cassandra Kirker not doing great, never getting started in this race, the drivers below the cutoff are trying to take full advantage of that and trying to collect as much points as possible. 8 laps to go. And Robert Smith just got by Nick Suchita, one of the lap cars, so that might help him out a little bit in terms of the clean air. And now the 47 might have to get by the 43 to catch up to the 88. And we have a caution again with 7 to go. So that just made things a lot more interesting. Don Falconer was the one that brought the caution out as he got into the wall with Mateus Matt Gomes. So that's what brought out the caution here today. And now it's going to set up a showdown with just a few laps remaining. Should be a lot of fun. See how many laps they're going to have left. Looks like they're going to have 3 more laps left when we get back to the green. Look at that. Robert Smith has the advantage. Nick Suchita is going to be behind the 2nd place car. An advantage for Robert Smith maybe. So here we go. 3 to go. Going back to the green. And here we go. The green flag waves. Chen Zi's up in the wall, and now that's going to bring the opportunity for Chris Leone to take 3rd spot. And that means a few more playoff points for the 12 car to be in the top 3. He might get those points to advance to the next round on points. But no one's advanced on points so far yet. They need to win. They know they need to win and get into the next round. 2 laps to go here at North Carolina at the Rockingham Speedway. And Robert Smith is hoping that he does not see a caution. Because if it happens, it's a double file restart and it's going to get crazy. Well, the 88 can breathe a sigh of relief because there will be no caution here today. The white flag is in the air with 1 lap to go. Robert Smith looking to get his 2nd win of the season in the 88 car. Trying to move on to the next round with the win. And he might just do it here. Here he comes off the final corner. And Robert Smith is going to be the 2nd driver to advance to round 2 of the playoffs with the win at Rockingham Speedway. And we had a crash on the final lap, but He already took the white flag before the yellow came out, so it was a messy finish. Oh boy, a handful of playoff drivers were involved in that wreck, and now it's gonna change. It's gonna shuffle around the playoff points. Here's the wreck itself as Chen Z got contact with JD Figueroa, and he goes flying, and Rufus Langerick was involved. That's huge for the 41 car, as he could have had a lot of points finishing in the top 10. If he had stayed in the top 10, he would have had a ton of points. Now, he had to coax the line with damage. He lost a lot of big points today on that last lap wreck. And also, another wreck happened before the start-finish line. That could also change the field in the playoffs, as the 17 made contact and must have gotten hit from behind. Yeah, I think the 17 got hit from behind. Was in the middle of the pack, but still, it could change how many points they would have gotten. Instead of probably getting 20 points, they probably only going to get like 5 points. That's a huge difference. Wow, Van Tracy came to the line in 36th and was in 16th on the restart. Yeah, that's going to be like losing 20 points on this spin. That's huge. That would be huge for Van Tracy Battle. That's huge. Going from like a 20-point day to just a 4-point day. That is just sometimes how it works in the playoffs. Rufus Langerick had to coax to the line in 37th, and Van Tracy Battle only finished one spot ahead of him in 36th. And Ethan Saylor looked like he had a problem. It looked like he had an issue on the final lap and had to come to pit road before the checkered flag. And another critical move for them to come to pit. Yeah, I guess they got damaged and they couldn't finish the race. And he was involved in among the drivers. He got turned by Cassidy Reynolds. And he just coaxed the line on pit road. He came under pit road speed. Rufus Langerick, the last lap before the spin, he was 15th. And he's going to coax to the line now in 37th. Yeah, that's a 21-point difference, maybe a little more. So that's huge. That might have put Rufus from above the cutoff to below the cutoff. Same for Van Tracy Battle. He was running 16th before, and when after the spin, had to coax to the line in 36th. And 37th, I should say, or 37th. Oh no, 36th they ruled it. Never mind, they went 37th and then 36th. But that's a 20-point difference, or a little more if bonus points are not added. If bonus points are added, that's a little bit more. That's a huge difference. That could be big for those drivers if they need those points to advance to the next round. But Robert Smith doesn't need points to advance for now, because he takes the win at Rockingham Speedway, and he will move on to the next round with Zachary Fitzwater. They both got wins in the playoffs, and they will move on to round two to compete for the championship. Daniel Bouchard, Chris Leone, John Andrews, and Maxwell Smart all finished in the top 5. And the rest of the playoff field, Ryan Durante finished 11th. Nathan Ormond was 12th. Sharon Evans, Priya McShane were 16th and 17th. Isaiah Bernesh was 21st. Steve Morgan was 22nd. Zach Fitzwater, like I said, he doesn't need the points now this round. He already won last week to advance to the next round. He finished 26th though. Coda Butcher ended up in the 28th position. And Ethan Sale, after that spin, brought him down to 34th. And we mentioned earlier Van Tracy Battle, Rufus Langerick, they finished 36th and 37th. They were both running inside the top 20. And now they were below the top 35. They finished both below the top 35. That's huge. They could have had like 20 plus points. But instead, though, they each would have only gotten like a single points in the single digits. That's huge. And finally, Giovanni Castillo did not have a great day. 41st, 2 laps down. And Cassandra Kirker, we mentioned earlier, she did not get the car going to start the race. She'll be ruled finishing in 42nd. She'll have the 42nd finishing position since she did not get the race started when she was supposed to on that start of the race. So a huge blow for the three's playoff chances to advance, and they're gonna really need something big next week at the Roval in order to advance. So anyway, hope you have enjoyed this race at Rockingham, and next week it'll be the end of the round 1 at the Charlotte Roval. So we're gonna see 6 drivers eliminated from the playoffs after the race. You don't want to miss it, folks. Round 1 is about to end next week at the Roval. So until then, we will see you guys later.